What is up, guys? Welcome to Barrookie. Today's video we're going to make nunchucks that are going to help you relax your muscles. So let's go. So these things here are inspired by a product called the Body Lever, something I saw on the Instagram of Mark Bell. And I saw him use this thing and I was like so intrigued by the simplicity of how the thing looks. I also saw the potential of how to relax and like do some myofascial release on your own muscles with this. Now, if you don't know me, when I see a product and it seems interesting, it's made out of wood and it can be replicated, I'm gonna try and DIY it. And when I looked at this, it's basically some wooden sticks with a rope. Now, if you go on the website of the Body Lever, you see very nice products. You see like wooden carved sticks with nice ropes, and I really like the aesthetics and the vibe, but that brings the price point, because it's handmade, also to about 200 euros. So I didn't want to pay that. I want to explore, and this is how I came up with it. Let me first show you how it works, because if you've never seen this product, why would you want to make it? So everything that sticks out, you could easily massage or manipulate with this thing here. So for example, on this box here, I can place my foot, I can use these things here, and I can like wedge my legs in between it and really start working those muscles. And typically, these are the muscles that you can't really access that well with a foam roller or something, because you can't put enough pressure onto that leg. So by really using your arms and this tool here, you can really dig in that shin muscle, boom, or that calf muscle. As you can see, this thing is not as big as it is on the Body Lever website, because I made the smaller version. It was unintentionally, but I find this very helpful for like the further extremities, like your calves, your shins, maybe your forearms. Boom, like so. So even though I don't have two hands, I still have my leg, and I can dig into this, boom. And I can use this for my neck. Where this is a little bit too short for is my thighs, my quads, my hamstrings. I can do this, but I have to put a lot of pressure on my shoulders in order to really feel something. So a bigger lever would be nice, because then I can put more pressure on my muscle without actually having to press harder. I just use like the lever effect. That explains the name. You're basically using leverage in order to push on those muscles instead of gravity, which you typically use when you're using a foam roller. So this is a little bit more of an active self-myofascial release. So yeah, as always, I went full Chinese mode on this. I had to replicate it. Let me show you my thought process on how I came to this. Yeah, that's what doing business is all about. You have to make a website where your product is presented. And typically that's where I start. I start looking at measures. I start looking at pictures on how the product is made. And that is what I did with the Body Lever website. So I saw that they have a smaller version that's about 45 centimeters. That's what I have here. And they have like a bigger version, I think 90 centimeters, but don't quote me on that. So I went and looked, because I don't have a lathe. I won't be able to carve those nice shapes. So I have to start with something that already has these features. And a hatchet handle is just perfect. So this is a hatchet handle. This is the start of the hatchet handle. It has this bump for your hand. Boom, then it goes wider. And then if we follow the other side, it goes even wider, but it also has a narrow side. So I thought that this would be very interesting to use for this product. So then what I saw is that they actually made two holes. One hole here for the rope to go in. So it loops around, it goes in. And then another hole where the rope comes out, and that for the two parts. So basically I took my hatchet handle, chopped it in half, and I drilled two holes, one here and one here. And I used like a I guess a 12mm drill bit. Then I still had some climbing rope laying around from another project, and this is 6mm thick climbing rope. By looking at the pictures of the body lever, you can really see how it's made. So one side is looped around, goes into one hole, comes out to the other, then it goes in to the other handle, it comes out, boom, and then you tie a knot and make sure that you leave a little bit. And that is basically what you get. And to finish it all off, I took my router and I routed the edges off. So basically all you need is a handsaw to chop this in half, or maybe if you use two hatchet handles, you don't need a handsaw. You need a drill bit and a drill of 12mm. And some rope, the hatchet handle, and you're good to go. So let me show you the features that I built into it. They're obviously not as refined as the original product, and I can't stress this enough. I am not here to put people out of business. I had a comment about that. That is not my goal. My goal is to inspire you to be creative. If you see a product that you really like but you don't feel like spending the money, think about how you can create it yourself, DIY it, and if you like it, maybe you can save up for that product and eventually buy it. That's basically how I go about it. I have a flat side. This I can use to relax one part of my muscle. We don't always want to hit both sides at the same time, so if you don't want to, you can use the flat part of it. So I use the flat part here, and then I use this knob here that I have that was conveniently made into the handle, and I can push into this. Boom. You might think like, hey, there's a lot of slack here. I don't see like you can put a lot of pressure onto this. That's true, but I can make this shorter without adjusting the rope. And that's by just twisting, boom, and you can see that this curls up, but you can also see that it becomes a little bit shorter. So now I can really have a different kind of pressure. Boom. If I don't want this knob, I can just go a little bit further. Boom. If I want to attack from both sides, I can use the narrow edge and push with that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that is basically how this product works. The negative about this is that it's active, right? If you want to relax your muscles, but on the other side, you really have to tense up the muscles of your upper body, I feel like this is really a trade-off that you're going to do. Like, you can't fully relax your quadriceps if your upper body is super tense because they have to work to dig into these muscles. So for that, I still feel like a foam roller has its place. This, for me, does not replace it, but it's a nice tool to have in your toolbox. Also, what I like is that you can really relieve some neck tension, like so. This is very relaxing. And especially me doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if I just like dig into my neck muscles like so, boom. This feels very nice. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you're now going to check out the body lever, maybe buy one for yourself or DIY it. And I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out!